Hello, this is C Fine Coco. I'm coming to you with another video. I'm looking at Teen Titans Go. It's all right. It have grown on me a little bit, but it's not looking like the original. But this is not what I want to really talk about. I want to talk about Nintendo NX. I know everybody's getting tired of talking about it, and I'm really getting tired of talking about it too. But it's a thing that really nobody has touched on, and it's a rumor going around that Nintendo will start using cartridges again for the NX. Now I know we have flash drives and we have them e-cards that go in your phone. Right now I have a one of them cards that go in your memory cards that go in your phone, and mine is 32 gigabytes of memory I have in my phone because I do a lot of YouTubing and save a lot of pictures and stuff for social media. And I have been seeing online they have cards that go up to 1 terabyte of memory now. And some, but I know cartridges is, it's a plus and minus on everything. For a while now, Nintendo was the last company that was still using cartridges for their home console. That was the Nintendo 64. And I had a Nintendo 64, and a lot of people are still playing a Nintendo 64 and still having their games, because Nintendo 64 games, if you take care of them, will pretty much last forever because of the cartridges. Now, I don't know many people are still playing PlayStation games because they're on CDs, and if you get one scratch on a CD, your game is ruined forever. And but my fear about the Nintendo going back to using cartridges, I have a love-hate feeling with this right now, because the good part about it is I'm loving that you won't have to install your games and stuff like you do on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Your game start loading times instantly, and but the thing that gets me, in the N64 you didn't have that much memory. Nintendo lost a lot of third parties because of Nintendo 64 storage. They still had EA, they still I think had Activision or whatever, but they lost Squaresoft. Squaresoft didn't start back making games for Nintendo until the GameCube came out, but they didn't put their best games on the Nintendo console. And we haven't got Final Fantasy back since, and Nintendo been using CD format for over 10 years now, and we still have not got the Final Fantasy, the real Final Fantasy games back. And so I just want to know people who are very tech minded, like in the games on the Nintendo 64. Yes, it was more powerful than the PlayStation 2, but a lot of the stuff was missing from the PlayStation, from the N64 game, compared to what was on the PlayStation 1. They had full motion video, and the games looked more clearer compared to the N64 games. They had a lot of fog and stuff in them games, and the distance when you going towards, you was playing driving games, stuff just pop up on you. And that was some of the, drawbacks of having cartridges game. But, on the On CD format or disc or DVD format, Blu-ray, you had everything. You can play. You had full. Like I said, you had more loading. You had more of the game. Take for instance, like Madden was on the Nintendo 64 and on the PlayStation. The Madden on the N64 probably looked better, especially when EA had got the license back for the Nintendo format for the Nintendo games, because the first Madden game that EA put on the Nintendo 64 was an NFL licensed game. It had NFL PA, Players Association license, but it didn't have the real teams. But after because Quarterback Club had the rights though in that first year, but on the second year they had the whole NFL rights for the N64 game. But they didn't have all the commentary, they didn't have all the video and stuff that was on, and all the other extra stuff that was on the Madden version on the PlayStation. And a lot of folks played the PlayStation version, but you notice that because of how good Madden looked on the N64, EA, when they was on TV, they were showing the Madden version of the N64, like on their advertising and stuff. They were showing that version of Madden, the N64 version of Madden. But so I just have a worry: are they gonna be able to put all the stuff, the full motion videos, the high end graphics, without all that fog and stuff, if Nintendo go back to cartridges? Now I know Nintendo has been using cartridges for the 3DS, and PlayStation, Sony has been using cartridges for the PlayStation Vita. So should I worry that the game's going to be sacrificed on the NX if they use the cartridges? Now I know the NX, well, you take for instance that they said that the 3DS used 32 gigabytes of memory for their cartridges, and so I hope that the NX will at least use 64 gigabytes of memory. And I know Blu-ray uses about 52 gigabytes of memory for their discs. And I hope, and another thing that's going to bother me about the cartridges, returning to cartridges, is the price of the game. You know, back in the day, we was paying about $75 for a game for the N64. And that was high. I remember when I first bought Mario Kart for the N64, that game was like $75. But then they started going down in price. So are we going to be paying $75 for NX games again if they go back to cartridges? And that's that's the main big issue for me, is what they can put in the games. Can they put everything that they can put on the game, on a Blu-ray, into their cartridges? And the price. Price is going to be a big issue. I know the console is going to be cheaper because it won't have no CD disc drive. But we gonna have to sacrifice on the price of the games. And so, and then another thing, I hope they have a hard drive on there, or in case have more flash memory on there. And I hope by the time the NX come out, flash memory will be more cheaper. So these are the big issues I'm having with Nintendo going back to this format. On the plus side, I won't have to worry about to wait a lot of time for load times, and not having my games being scratched up. But on the negative side, the cost of the game because of cartridge format, and will they have all the memory that they need to have everything you know, to be on the game without sacrifice because it's on another cartridge format. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. A lot of folks have not been talking about this. Player Essence has not been talking about this. The worries of going back to the court. Y'all have a blessed day, and bye.